All right, let's jump into our new segment, Sudden Substitution. For those who don't know, this is where we take a commander super staple, so to speak, your worldly tutor, your vampiric tutor, all of these cards that are very good in commander and widely played, but also very expensive. We know not everybody has the budget to make it work. And the truth is you don't need to spend $50 for an expensive card. A lot of times you can get almost the exact same job done for a tenth of the price. So that's what we're going to do today. Today we are looking at land tax. Land tax is a very old Magic card, but also a very powerful one. At your upkeep, you can get basic lands from your deck. If an opponent has more than you, you can go get 3. So this card has spiked recently. It's $30, almost $40 right now. And for a 1-drop that just gives you land drops, it doesn't even ramp you, that's pretty pricey. So today we want to talk about cards that you can use to replace land tax to go a little easier on your wallet. Jason, why don't you go ahead and lead off?
I want to talk about a brand new card whose price really isn't established, but the fact that it's in a pre-con that you can get for like MSRP, and there are other valuable cards in there. This is kind of essentially free because they're like $40-$45 worth of cards in the pre-con right now. Because the prices didn't really crash because stores didn't get their allocation of Commander 2020, so it's a whole deal. So the price of this card is around $4, and I think that's probably fine. If it doesn't go up, even if it goes down to like 50 cents, you're still okay paying $4 because of the utility of this card. I like Verge Rangers.
Verge Rangers. That is a new one.
It's a 3-mana 3/3 with first strike, so already it has pretty good stats, especially in that Martyr deck. You can look at the top card of your library at any time, which is not the whitest ability. And as long as an opponent controls more lands than you, you may play lands from the top of your library, which is a very not white ability. That's a very green thing to do. So
yeah, that's right.
It's like the land tax drawback on like Oracle of Moldiah or something like that. So like this is a very cool card. White has always struggled with card draw, but if you can filter lands off the top, it makes your draws more effective. So it's kind of like drawing cards. So green has always hogged this ability, but it's something that white has access to if you fulfill the they have more lands requirement. So Verge Rangers is it's going to do more than a land tax sitting there, because land tax, like, you'll play it, you'll grab 3 lands, and then you'll never activate it again for the rest of the game.
Pretty much.
Unless you're doing some shenanigans with those lands other than playing them. Verge Rangers is going to smooth out your draws for the rest of the game. It's going to give you information. You can look at the top card of your library, which will help you scry and stuff like that. It's just it's a very good card, and it's an ability white has always needed for a long time.
It also doesn't give out information like Oracle of Moldiah does. Like, sometimes Oracle of Moldiah just peeks a Craterhoof Behemoth, and then you have a bunch of guns pointed at your head.
Yeah, pretty much. I'll jump in next. I've got a similar vein. I mean, all of us will, but Boreas Charger. This is a weird card. I won't blame you if you don't know what it does. It's from Commander 2018. 3 mana, 2 generic and a white, 2/1 flyer. When it leaves the battlefield, choose an opponent who controls more lands than you. Search your library for a number of plains cards. Doesn't say basic. Plains cards equal to the difference, and reveal them. Put 1 onto the battlefield tapped and the rest into your hand, then shuffle your library. I've played against this card in an Aminatou deck a time or two, and it has destroyed me time and time again just because of how many cards you get out of it. It just keeps going. Any way to blink it, any way to bring it back from the graveyard. All of these things are incredibly powerful with Boreas Charger. And the best part is it's $1, literal $1 for this card. And it is very powerful. It's similar to land tax. It's not something you're going to drop on turn 1, but it has a bunch of upsides of its own as well. Very, very powerful.
I like it. In the same vein as if your opponent has more lands than you, I have a Portal card.
Okay.
It was originally printed in Portal. It is Gift of Estates. This is 1 and a white sorcery. If your opponent has more lands, search your library for 3 plains, put them into your hand, and shuffle. Not basic, so you can get a Plateau, a Scrubland, and a Savannah. Or you can get a Hallowed Fountain, a Temple Garden, and a Sacred Foundry. You can get a lot of different things. You can fix your mana in a dual color deck without just getting basic plains. And this is immediate. It's getting your lands immediately as opposed to waiting a turn with land tax. And I played this in my Archangel Avacyn deck for a very long time, and it was actually just reprinted. It was very, very expensive for an uncommon up until recently. It was around $3. Then it got mystery boosted right in the face, and you can find it for $1 now. So, I mean, Gift of Estates is my favorite way to pay 3% the price of a land tax while getting probably like more than 50% the effect.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.